The form is just about finished, and I'm turning it around and around and viewing it from every angle. The file that I'm using is a Japanese Shinto rasp, which I actually got in Japan 30 years ago, but you don't have to go to Japan. You can buy them here in the States, and it's a tool well worth having. The front of the form is cut off, and this is where the neck block will go. If you've been following Open Woodshop, you may have seen the strip sander I built a while back, and it's finally in use, doing what it was intended to do, finishing off the stays for the mandolin back. There's always more jigs to make. This one's kind of a poor man's joiner, and it will allow me to sand edges that are perpendicular to the face of the board, which is essential when I'm gluing top boards together, but it's also good for other parts as well. Another quick jig is for sawing those tiny little spacers. They're about 2 millimeters square, and if I get it started with the saw, I can finish it off with a razor without the wood grain pulling my blade off track. Back to the neck block. After the faces are square, a dovetail is cut. Taking out the bulk with a table saw, I can finish it off on the router table. The neck block is fit very accurately onto the form and held in place with 2 screws. Tracing around the body, the block comes back off for shaping. I took a lot off with the bandsaw and the belt sander, and now it's back to the rasp, cutting the facets so that they line up with the staves that will be coming. And finally, the time has come to bend the first stave. Here's where all of the work that I've been doing will tell the tale of whether I've done my prep work correctly or not. The mandolin plans that I have give me the shape of the first stave, and I have to heat and bend it until it fits the form. Push pins, straps, and a clamp will keep it in place until it cools down. Spacers also have to be bent. After the stave cools down and comes off of the form, the edges have to be beveled, and this just means laying it down and sanding the edge as is, which on a 2 millimeter thick piece of wood takes no time at all. The stave goes back up onto the form and is glued to the neck block, and finally the spacers get glued onto either side of the stave, held in place by more push pins. And so that's it for the day. The keel rib was the easiest one. The rest of the ribs will require a lot more work to fit. That's what I'll be doing on the next video, and it should be a lot of fun if everything goes right.